Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. And this is the Kelly Mantle Show. Won't you come inside the Kelly Mantle Studio? Do you know I never know where I am, but I always end up where I'm supposed to be? Isn't that sublime? The other night, I was with my good Judies Katie Lang and Shania Twain. We were feasting on midnight snacks which consisted of bagel bites and apple jacks, and we were visited by the ghost of Jack Kerouac. He came to us in the form of salt and pepper shakers, and we talked about risk takers and magic makers and groundbreaking beat makers. And drums kept pounding rhythm to the brain, and the beat goes on. And then Brandi Carlile showed up and serenaded us with a song. And out of nowhere I screamed, from Castro Street to Broadway, from the Great Lakes to the Miami runways, queer culture reigns supreme, so don't forget to dream. And I looked down at my bagels smothered in sour cream, and I vomited. Welcome to the Kelly Mantle Show. Won't you come inside the Kelly Mantle Studio? Today's guest is an alien visiting from outer space, gracing us with her presence and that stunning blue face. Turning supermarkets into runways, yes, that's happening is her catchphrase. She's a gorgeous extraterrestrial, and underneath it all, she's the real deal. So adjust your antennas and set up your satellites. You won't want to miss this alien sighting tonight. From Pluto to Earth to Uranus, this supernova diva doll was born to entertain us. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be abducted by the queen of aliens, Juno Birch.
Oh my God, that was absolutely gorgeous, my darling.
Oh, you only deserve the best.
That was like reading from the Bible.
From
it was
the Bible.
so gorgeous.
From the Bible.
I think you were a little bit of an alien yourself as well.
No, I have a little bit of alien in me. I'm half
do.
lesbian, half alien.
I love that. I think you'd be really good at doing the voices for elevators.
Yes, I should do
Floor
the voices
one.
for elevators.
This is Kelly Mantle.
Floor one. I always think it's your voice when I hear "Mind the Gap." I always think it's
Mind
Juno.
the gap.
Mind the gap. I always think that's Juno telling me to mind the gap.
Mind the gap. When are they going to fix that gap?
So I have to tell you, I was so excited when I pulled up today and saw your spaceship double parked outside. I said, Juno Birch has arrived.
I have arrived. In this studio. This purple is really your colour, isn't it?
Well, it's very becoming of you, too.
It's a very trans colour.
It is a very trans-friendly set. Transgender-friendly lighting, transgender-friendly coloring, the whole
And
tea.
purple is the colour of royalty.
Yes, it is, and power.
And power.
And the artist formerly known as Faye Dunaway. Cheers to that! Did you lose your sex bag?
Oh, God.
Does it have lube in it?
I heard this bitch have sex through the
I have a
walls in
feeling-
Milwaukee.
I have a feeling Gabriel doesn't use lube.
Yeah, I
I
know.
think he
I
just
think
raw
he-
dogs
I think
it. Exactly.
Yeah. He's a
Seems
dirty
like
bastard.
that kind of chivalrous.
Yes, but I
kind of
heard him
man.
through the walls have sex on the first night in Milwaukee, and he sounded like two Patrick Stars humping each other.
Two Patrick Stars?
Humping each other.
Oh,
from
but I-
SpongeBob. And Phil was reading a book like this, and he was like, "Oh, hurry up,
Hurry up.
hurry up."
He's like, let me go show him how
I
to
was
do
like
it.
this with an NyQuil. Oh my God.
And this was in Milwaukee?
Yes.
With Gabriel?
Yes.
When we were on tour with TNK Live, I ran into many of him and his tricks in the elevators and the lobbies. And one night, I thought one of his tricks was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Yes.
I've heard about this.
I was like, oh my God, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I was really tipsy. And I was like, Stone Cold Steve Austin, can I get a picture? And like, I was taking a picture with this trick in the elevator and this horrible elevator lighting. And I was like, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Is that
and
the
Gabriel's like, Kelly, it's not Stone Cold Steve Austin. And we were in Manchester. We were in your hometown.
Oh my! Is that the same time that you were drunk in the elevator and you went, "Is your name fuck or something?"
Yes.
What is your name? Is it fuck?
We were where? Oh, we were in San Antonio. I thought we were in Manchester. Well, you know, Manchester.
You always
San
think you're in
Antonio.
Manchester.
You always think it's El Paso. Are you sure? I don't believe you.
Can you believe I'm going to El Paso on this tour?
Are you really?
I don't know why the fuck I'm going to El Paso.
Well, because it's the hometown of my very best friend, Anthony Subia, Antonos. That is where he was born and raised, and it is I've been there many times, and it's a wonderful, lovely border city. You will absolutely love it, and I hope you don't get deported.
I probably will get deported, but as long as it's after the fun time.
Oh, you'll have a great time in
Good
El
to know. I
Paso.
was worried about it
Oh
because
no,
I
you'll
didn't think
love
it was
El
very
Paso
gay.
because it's very desert, which I know you love.
Yes.
And it's going to be very, very compatible to your alien presence.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that.
Oh, I'm going to... Well, driving
Mostly because
there,
they have a lot of illegal aliens there, but you know.
Yes. I went to Roswell, New Mexico once, and it was very, very good. They had lampshades and all in the streets, and they were all alien heads.
I love that you stayed in a spaceship in the middle of the desert.
Did, yes.
And you carried a big jug of cheese balls.
You
around with
saw
you
that
everywhere.
video.
You went into the bathroom with your cheese balls. You went
I
into the
did.
shower with your cheese balls.
I did. I crumbled them into a lovely powder and used it as a blush.
How was the spaceship experience?
Well, there was not much AC in this spaceship, so it was like a tin can in the middle of the desert. And we didn't sleep at all. We didn't sleep because it was so hot. But I would recommend people doing it one night just for the
Just
experience.
one night.
Yes.
How many nights were you there?
One.
Okay.
And it would not have been any more than one.
It would not have been any more than one.
I was on the verge of sleeping in the car. It was so
I love
so
when you're
hot.
laying there in bed with Philly and then all of a sudden half of the window falls off and you're like, what was that? It's an alien ghost. And you're like, can people break into the spaceship?
It was quite scary though. We
I
were
was
in the
like,
middle
I
of
thought
nowhere.
you had more experience with Spaceship.
Well, let's be real. It wasn't a real spaceship. That was a ski.
That
That was a
was-
skiing resort pod.
Exactly.
Painted orange.
Well, since
Finding
you've
out.
been here on Earth, have you been visited ever by any other aliens?
No.
No, you're the
Apart
only
from
one.
you. You are my first alien guest.
You are my sunshine.
My only sunshine.
You make me happy.
When skies are grey.
You'll never know, dear.
How much I love you.
Please don't take
My sunshine
away. Yes, thank you. Good night. That's wonderful. Well, speaking of Jesus Christ, you have the same birthday as Jesus Christ. So I think maybe you are Jesus coming back after all these years.
I was born on Christmas Day, the same day as our Lord and Saviour. Liza Minnelli.
Liza Minnelli.
I love Liza Minnelli. Do you know what I often think about? What am I going to do when Liza Minnelli dies?
What are you going to do?
I don't know. The world is going to end.
You're going to throw a brick.
I don't think the gays will let Liza Minnelli die.
No, I don't think the gays will let Liza die. I don't think that they will let Cher die. And I don't think they'll ever let Juno Birch die.
No. I think when Liza Minnelli is on her deathbed, all of the gay scientists of the world will figure out a way to transfer her consciousness into a bottle of poppers.
And I have a feeling she's
You'll
just gonna
unscrew
be,
the lid and it'll go, "Dale!"
and then you will just do jazz hands. Yeah. It'll be amazing. I
Yes.
love Liza.
She's an icon. Did you see her on Drag Race recently in the
Yes.
chair?
Sitting in the big
them
throne.
bells.
Ring them bells. What do you think of where Drag Race has gone?
I love it. I think it's fabulous. I love Drag Race. I don't watch it as much as I used to. I think my favourite seasons of Drag Race is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Interesting.
And 9 as well.
Yeah.
Very, very iconic era of Drag Race.
Yes, it really was.
But I'm surrounded by drag everywhere. So when I get home at night, I don't really want to watch drag. I watch Naked and Afraid.
Do you?
Stripped bare.
I think you should go on Naked and Afraid.
I could knock people out with my tits, couldn't I?
Oh my God, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, get my cyber pussy out.
Yes. I love a cyber pussy.
Yes. I learned recently that the correct term is a neo-vagina.
A neo-vagina.
But I prefer the term cyber pussy.
Well, and I love that you're wearing an outfit that's reminiscent of the Tin Man.
Yes. Well, woman. Woman.
Not to misgender yourself. It's one of her great lines from her new show, if you haven't seen it already.
Yes.
The Probe Tour.
The Probe Tour,
Oh
yes.
my gosh, it's amazing. You're
Thank
all
you.
over the place. You're
I know,
really
you can't
doing
get
it,
rid of me.
traveling. Honey, we don't want to get rid of you. We want more, more, more.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
I love you so much that I brought you a little gift.
You brought me a gift. Well, now, I have to say, the first time that Juno and I ever met was on the Trixie and Katya live tour. I mean, we had kikied online before, but the first time we met in person. And you opened for the Trixie and Katya live show there at the Wembley Arena.
Yes.
Which also was the same place that Madonna shot Confessions on the Dance Floor.
I did not know this.
Yes, she shot it there at the place we performed.
It was huge,
It was humongous. There were like 10,000 people there. Juno opened, totally blew the audience away. And then we all went out for drinks either that night or the night after or something. And I had been complaining about the lack of seasoning in the food there in the UK. That's not unusual. And I'm out drinking with Juno and Licorice. And I get back to my hotel and I open up my purse and it's filled to the brim in salt and pepper packets. And I texted them and she said, "Do you have enough seasoning?" They filled my purse with salt and pepper packets. It was the best gift that I had been given on that whole tour because I was finally able to use some seasoning on the fucking food. Why don't you all like seasoning on your food?
Listen, I hate British food as well. I've been to America so many times now and other countries.
Yes.
And there's something about British food that is so half-assed. It's like, it's like a school cafeteria.
It wasn't cooked. It's like, I don't understand what's going on.
No.
I really don't. I would be rail thin if I lived there because I would never eat. I have to go eat to the Indian food restaurants.
Oh, Indian food in the UK
Italian.
is very nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yes.
It's wonderful, yes.
We have the Curry Mile in London.
Oh, I love that.
Which has all the Indian restaurants. It's so nice.
Sounds like he's hung. So what did you get me?
I got you one of my tour t-shirts. Now, before you look at the size, I didn't know what size you were. So
Honey.
I got you an XL because I thought you might like to wear it as a dress.
Exactly. I love XLs because what you do is you cut the sleeves off and you make it sleeveless.
Yes.
And then you wear it as either a dress or, a rock tee, and you put a belt around it with a cute pair of Daisy Dukes and combat boots. Look at that. The Probed, Juno Birch, the Probed Tour.
Yes.
So you just performed here in Los Angeles, California last night.
And we had a sold out show, and we had Bob the Drag Queen opening for me, but it wasn't announced. It was a surprise.
I love that.
So I said, because it's Mother's Day.
Yes.
We have a very special guest. My mother is here.
Yes.
It's the one, the only Bob the Drag Queen. And people, because I often like to trick the audience, and I'll say, Trixie Mattel is here.
Yes.
Or someone really famous. So I think I was a bit like the girl who cried wolf. I don't think people believed that Bob was opening for me until she walked out onto the stage.
Walked out on stage. Well, honey, she went from Madonna to Juno Birch.
Yes.
There you go.
A step up.
A step up in the right direction, baby. I love that. And so it was sold out here at the Dynasty Typewriter. How did you like the space?
I love the Dynasty Typewriter.
Isn't it wonderful? It's so good.
Over the years touring, I've grown to like more comedy club venues. The problem is you can't fit as many people in them.
Right.
But I prefer them because I can see the audience. It feels so much more intimate for stand-up comedy.
Well, and this tour, because I know your last tour was a lot more music and you had dancers and the whole thing. This one is more stand-up.
This is way more stand-up. There's like maybe 2 numbers in the whole show.
I love that.
But I just really have grown to love stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't realize I was doing stand-up comedy for a very long time.
Yes.
And then I was like, actually, I'm doing stand-up. I'm good at it, actually. I'm a funny bitch.
Honey, you keep us in stitches. Are you kidding?
Thank you.
So what's your favorite cities to perform in?
I loved doing Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is so you. Juno needs a freaking amusement park in Las Vegas.
I just feel so at home there. You know, slot machine, cigarettes.
Yes.
I love it. And I will stay at the Virgin when I go. And when the doors opened, the waft of cigarettes, AC and money. And I was looking at moving to Las Vegas. But with the whole Trumpy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just wait a little bit longer.
Just wait a little bit longer.
Because I actually had my visa changed to mail. Which before the tour.
What do you aliens think of what's going on with the human Earth here on Earth?
It's like
kind here on Earth. What do you think?
It's like a zoo. It's like a zoo of animals. They're all ridiculous. It's like a reality TV show.
It's really crazy. And I love that you talk about this in one of your YouTube videos, because I know you said you started transitioning at 13. So you've been basically using ladies' bathrooms since you were 13 years old. And I've been using them since I was a young adult in places like amusement parks in Oklahoma and, you know, all the places, the red states that I've grown up in and lived in and stuff. And nothing was ever made of it. It was never anything I thought of. I mean, I'm sure I got a few weird looks here and there, and I'm sure people maybe talk behind my back, but it was never an issue. It was just something I did and didn't think about it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, obviously, for you, much longer.
Yeah,
it's weird to all of a sudden have it be this thing where I know you mentioned, like, when you go in there now, you kind of feel uncomfortable.
I do. Well, like, the thing is, I just don't speak.
Yeah.
When I'm in the women's bathroom. Not that I would speak anyway, but, you know, if you're in there with your friends.
Exactly.
I do get conscious. Over the past 3 years, I do get conscious of it.
What the fuck?
It's so bizarre. It's just the whole thing with turf culture.
It really is big on the turfs there in the UK, especially.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do a thing in my show where I do an impression of J.K. Rowling.
Oh my gosh, what is it?
And then I open a bathroom door, and then I step in, and they hit James Bond theme tune, and I run around the venue like this. Dun, 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 dun.
Searching for her.
I smell estrogen.
I smell estrogen, and it's not mine.
Well, no, she's dried up old wench.
Girl, she is obsessed.
It's so weird, isn't it, to go from being known as a beloved children's author to...
Has she ever been married? Do you know? I don't know.
I don't know, but I've got a feeling that her ex-husband must have got off with a trans woman. That's why she hates them so much.
Either that or found out he was a cross-dresser.
Maybe.
Because I know that this one, what's the woman that we have here in America, the crazy Mace? What's Nancy? Nancy Mace. I know Nancy Mace. I've seen pictures of Nancy Mace's ex-husband, and honey, he had the smile. It was a little too big, if you know what I mean.
The trans
He was
smile.
a little too excited for the picture. And I'm like, now I know where all of this hatred's probably coming from.
Yes.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it?
The eyes are out, Kelly, just for you.
Look at you. She's come to life.
My eyes
Ladies
are
and
arrived.
gentlemen, Juno Birch's eyes.
Hello.
Look deep into them, and you will find the answers to life.
This is where you play the Psycho theme tune.
So I love your love for Jennifer Coolidge. You are an impeccable Jennifer Coolidge vocalist.
Oh. No! Oh, no.
What was it like hanging out with her?
Oh, it
Now,
was amazing. You know
wasn't
what?
she there on the set while you and Trixie were shooting and she was just hanging out?
She was.
That's
She came to
amazing.
watch us. Well, the thing is, I met Jennifer many years ago in London because I've been a die-hard fan of Jennifer Coolidge for many years. And I went to go see her doing an opening of a pie shop in London.
Oh.
And she recognized me on the street when I was outside.
Well, you're hard to miss.
And she'd seen my impression on YouTube. So then she came to my show in Los Angeles as well. And then we went for dinner. And then she also came to watch me and Trixie film.
I wanted to play a little game with Juno Birch about Jennifer Coolidge trivia.
Oh!
Let's see how well Juno Birch does at Jennifer Coolidge trivia.
If this is going to be the old days, I'll know everything.
If you get 10 correct, you will win $100.
Really?
By Trixie Mattel. She will Venmo you she's executive producer of this podcast, and she will Venmo you $100.
Yes, bitch. You will invoice, and I will invoice you.
Jennifer Coolidge trivia with Juno Birch.
I'm ready.
What are Jennifer's favorite flowers?
Tulips.
That is a beautiful answer in such a beautiful impersonation of Miss Coolidge, but you are incorrect.
No! God.
Peonies.
Oh.
Is that how you say it? Oh.
You're incorrect as well. Begonies. Gotcha, Pepe.
Peony. Wait, how do you say it?
Peonies.
Peonies. Like penis. She likes peonies.
Do you know what you sound like when you do that?
Peonies.
Come on now, Chris. Come and get some ice cream.
Who's that?
Herbert the Pervert from Family Guy.
Oh, I don't. James watches Family Guy. Oh, I just spit all over the place.
Go on, right, next question.
It sounds like the little voice Willem and I used to do when we'd stay at hotels and they'd have terrible lighting and we needed to put on our makeup. So we'd call the front desk and go, "Hi, can you send up some lamps that are transgender friendly? This is some very transgender friendly lighting." And then we would call like restaurants or places we were going to go and we'd be like, "Do you have transgender friendly doorways so we don't have to duck just to walk in the doorways?"
I love the way you put a bit of a bubble in there. Look, it's like you talk a little bit like that.
It's just a little bit like
Hey,
this.
can I get a picture with you?
No, you sound like Kermit the Frog.
I know, I sound like Miss Piggy.
Kermit. Kermit. Okay, number 2. True or false? Jennifer went on vacation and dated 2 guys who knew each other. She told them she had an identical twin and went out with both of them.
I have no idea.
Doesn't that sound like something she would do?
Yes, that does sound like something she would do. I'm good at questions about her work, but her personal life, I don't really know.
You don't get to pick the questions, Juno Birch. This is not your
hit
YouTube
me
channel.
Next one.
True or false? Was that true or false? You have a 50-50. Yes! I would totally do that. When she was 10, she made a remake of a movie. What movie was it?
I assume it's something really ridiculous, like Oliver Twist. I can just imagine it. Oliver.
That is actually the correct answer. Jennifer Coolidge made a remake of Oliver Twist, and she played Oliver Twist.
No way.
Yes.
No, I didn't. That was a guess.
Oh my God! When she was 10 years old.
Oh my God.
That is amazing.
That's hilarious.
I love that. What is the name of Jennifer's real life dog?
Well, its name is Shanice.
Yes. Are you guessing these or do you know these answers?
I don't actually know.
Shanice is the name of her dog. It says right there, Shanice. That is amazing.
Let me see.
Right there, Shanice.
That says Choi.
Huh?
That's Chuy.
How do you say that?
Choi.
Choi?
So was I right or wrong?
No, you were right.
Oh. Why does it say Choi on your piece of paper?
Well, that's short for Shanice.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. I can't believe I just got that right.
2 in a row.
I swear to God, people, I did not know.
It's amazing.
I didn't
It really
know.
is amazing. Where did Jennifer grow up?
Maybe Boston?
Massachusetts. In a small town in
I think
Massachusetts.
she
We'll give
she
you the
told
point
me
for
that
that
one.
one. What city does Jennifer spend most of her time in now in her 150-year-old house that's obviously not air-conditioned?
New Orleans.
There you go. Who did Jennifer play in her first serious play?
Maybe like a girl who works in a strudel shop?
Almost a man.
Oh, really?
What is Jennifer's favorite holiday?
Going to Hawaii?
Halloween.
Oh, a holiday as in...
That's right. You all say, I'm going on holiday.
I'm going on holiday. No, of
Is
course
that
it's
what you
Halloween.
say? I don't know. I'm from Oklahoma. If Jennifer can't find a hair tie for a ponytail, what does she use instead?
Probably something like a cooked spaghetti noodle. I can just picture that.
That is correct.
No, it's not.
No, her underwear.
Oh.
What instrument does Jennifer play and thought she might even make it her career?
The flute?
Close, clarinet.
Oh.
What former U.S. president is Jennifer related to?
Lincoln?
Yes, that is correct.
No, he's not.
Calvin Coolidge, Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, my goodness me.
She's his sixth cousin twice removed. After winning her Golden Globe for White Lotus, what role did Jennifer say is her ultimate dream role?
I think I know this, but I can't remember what it was.
I
It's
know.
something like
I remember the video circulating.
The Little Mermaid.
A dolphin.
No.
What famous actress did she once wait tables with?
Oh, I know this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's someone that she went to college with.
Oh,
Maybe.
really?
Sandra Bullock.
Yes! Oh my God, you got it!
I am officially a stalker of Jennifer Coolidge.
That is amazing. And now the bonus question. If Jennifer was stranded alone on an island, what 3 items does she say she would bring?
A lip gloss.
Okay.
Marijuana.
Yes.
And a pearl necklace.
Yes! You won the game. You got all 3 of those right. How did you know that?
Are you joking
No,
me?
I'm not.
No, you are
A
joking
pearl
me.
necklace, marijuana, and lip gloss. That is amazing. How are you getting all of these right?
What the fuck?
Oh my God. She is Jennifer Coolidge.
I am Jennifer Coolidge.
What 3
Oh.
items would you bring on if you were on a deserted island?
A pack of Marlboro menthols.
They're only going to last you so long. Then what
Oh
are you
yeah,
gonna
no,
do?
maybe not. I'll have to go cold turkey on the island, won't I?
You will.
No, I would bring some high heels.
Okay.
I would bring a lighter.
Okay, that's very, yes.
And I would
practical.
also bring my flippers.
Oh, you definitely need your flippers, honey. Oh, your teeth? Thank you. Thank you. You would definitely bring your flippers because without your flippers, you wouldn't be able to eat fish.
Everyone says I'm in line with Alice Edwards.
That's amazing. Are those really flippers? Those are great. They look so real. That's amazing.
I'm British.
I cannot believe, I did not actually know this. You've only actually been doing drag for like 8 years or something, right? Like it's
I think it's actually less than that.
less than that, like 6 or 7 years.
I think it's more like 6 or 7, yes.
That is wild. So much has happened to you in such a short
I
amount of
know,
time.
I know.
I love that Vogue called and wanted you to do a makeup tutorial, and you were like, no.
What? I did say no.
She said no to Vogue. She's like, no, I'm cool.
Well, I was like, I was struggling with money at the time. I couldn't pay my rent. I was like, are you going to pay me? They were like, no. And I was like, well, no.
Exactly. Good for you.
And then
as you
I
should.
did eventually say yes because they said they were going to cover the electricity costs of the lighting in the kitchen. But back then, when I did that Vogue video, I'd never ever talked on camera before.
Really?
I'd never done a makeup tutorial on camera, so I'm very reserved. I was still in my kind of incognito era,
Right.
where I wasn't as trans proud.
Wow.
So I
Interesting.
grew up as a trans woman, not out as a trans
So you were
woman.
kind of living in stealth, basically.
Yes, in
Yeah.
stealth. So my
Mhm.
voice was very different,
Mhm.
and then as I learned through drag, I learned to love myself, and I just
love
let the
that.
transness out.
Yes, honey. No, but I love that you say that. You found your voice and you found your identity through doing drag. And yeah, I love that. That's beautiful. Your journey has been really short and you've done so much. Now, I know that after the Vogue thing, then you kind of started taking over YouTube.
Oh yes, during COVID.
During COVID,
yes.
and you started playing The Sims.
Yes.
Now, I tried doing research on what this is, and it got more confusing the more I read. So give us the ABC elementary first grade definition of what the fuck is The Sims?
Okay, so The Sims is a game where you control every aspect of someone's life. It was invented for psychopaths. You create a character, they grow up, go to school, go to college, get a job, fall in love, get married, have children.
So you had a third identity that you were playing with.
Yes, kind of.
Oh my
and then you
goodness.
could grow old in this lovely house, and then you delete all the doors and windows and burn them all in a house fire.
No. So you get to create all this.
You get to do anything.
And then how do you interact with other people? They've created theirs
So
and then
it's-
you just interact?
They're like little people. Well, not little. You could zoom in so they're big, but you will click where they walk. You'll say click. Use the.
So if you
fridge.
and I were on there together, you would click where I'm walking?
Yes.
But what if I said, no, I don't want to walk there?
Well, sometimes they do. Sometimes they're like flabadooba neeba.
Flabba-nooba neeba. Yes.
Eba scabanoob. I'm making that up. I don't actually know Simlish.
Is that the language?
It's kind of a lot of floobies and a lot of flooby noobie, Eba wabba scuba noob.
So now who is Joy Desperate?
So during lockdown, I was really heavy into The Sims. I still am, but I was so heavy into it that it was almost like real life to me because I was so secluded from the outside world. And there was this like NPC, they call it, an NPC, which is like it's not someone you control. It's just like a character that walks by in the game. And this girl in horrible jeans, a salmon pink vest, and these disgusting little plaits walked in onto the screen.
Not
and I
salmon.
said, oh, it's Joy Desperate. And the last name was Desperate. She's very desperate. And she kept persisting to do things in the game that would interrupt my gameplay. And I became so angry when I was playing the game that she's a bitch. She's a bitch. Kill her. And I'd imprison her in the garden until she starved to death. And then it weirdly became this like cult. 8 cults for Joy Desperate.
And you starved her to death?
Well, no, I've done all kinds of things to Joy Desperate. It's kind of like, I think she represents almost like the Karens of the world.
Oh, good.
And I feel
so
like...
now, are you controlling Joy or is someone else controlling Joy?
I don't usually control Joy Desperate.
Who controls Joy?
It's like the AI, the computer people.
Oh, so Joy is being controlled by AI.
Yes, but I still get people coming to my shows dressed as Joy Desperate.
Oh, my
And someone
God.
came in Indianapolis dressed as Joy Desperate.
Oh, to the meet and greet.
In the show. She was in the
Oh.
yeah, she came to the meet and greet. She was in the audience. And I got a Whole Foods paper bag. And I walked out into the audience and I just put the paper bag over her head. And she sat there the entire show
with the Whole Foods paper bag
and then
over her head.
her friend had to rip 2 holes in the bag so she could watch the show.
No.
The dedication to my Sims fans is unreal.
And so now you work with the Sims?
Yes.
And what do you do exactly with
I
them?
will show off like a new expansion pack on YouTube for them.
Oh. okay.
And I wanted to work with The Sims for many years,
That's
but it took them very long to approach me.
Why did it take them so long to approach you?
I don't know. I mean, Trixie and Katy are in the other room, but those bitches got booked by The Sims before me.
Oh, do they even play? Do they play?
Do they? Katia doesn't even know what The Sims is, and
I
Trixie
didn't
only
either.
plays it when she gets
I
thrown.
didn't know what The Sims was either. I had to ask. So, now, who is your daughter? Your daughter, is she on tour with you?
Judith Louise.
Yes, Judith Louise. Is she on the current tour? I think I just saw
is.
her being flung through the audience last night.
Well, last night, I regret to tell you, this is the first night she has been decapitated on stage.
Judith has been decapitated in Los Angeles, California, ladies and gentlemen.
She had came off during the show. And I usually have this bit in my show where I ask one of the audience members to be a babysitter for the remainder of the show. And I chucked the head and the body to this girl in the audience. And when she throwed it back to me at the end, she'd fixed it.
Oh.
This lesbian in the audience.
Of course a lesbian.
Yes, she was carrying zip ties with her, and she zip tied the head back on. Bob, her name was.
Bob, her name was.
But listen,
Poor Judith.
a lot of my Judith stuff that I do on stage with my doll is very inspired by Mummy Dearest, obviously, Christina.
Oh, my God. One of my favorite films of all time, and I don't care what anyone says, Faye Dunaway deserves every award for that performance.
She absolutely does.
That
She wouldn't
performance
take it,
was
though.
one of the most... No, of course she wouldn't. That performance is stunning. It is perfection. Barbara, please!
Bring me the axe! Caroline?
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the dirt. So we like to play a game here on the Kelly Mantle Show called Drag Association. We're going to throw in some artists as well. And you tell us the first thing that comes to your mind.
I love this. Okay, right.
Licorice Black. That's all you need to say.
That was your answer.
Pete Burns.
Smoking.
Love.
Coat.
He was my friend on MySpace.
Really?
And I had released a song called Satellite Baby. And he messaged me and said, I love your song, darling. And I'm like,
oh my God.
The video of him, they want me to be there at 10 in the morning.
I don't give a flying brown lump of poo what they've decided.
They should be so lucky.
They should be so lucky.
They should be so lucky. I mean, really a philosopher of our times.
I just love Pete. Pete was, oh, thank you, my darling. The
John
service
Mark.
in here is gorgeous.
We
Thank
love to keep
you.
our guests liquefied.
Napoleon Dynamite is a very good server, yes.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Cheers.
Salud, darling.
Cheers.
Salud.
To Pete Burns.
To
Rest in
Pete Burns,
peace.
R.I.P.
My favourite thing was when Pete had to come out of prison. He was bailed from prison and a fan paid the bail. And then Pete had to stay at the fan's house. And the fan...
I remember this. I remember
It's
this.
a documentary called Unspun. It's on
Yes.
YouTube. You can watch it now. It is so scary, but so funny.
Oh my God, it's hilarious. And did you see Wife Swap when Pete did the wife swap? Oh my God, I was dying. I was
It's so funny.
dying.
Did you see when Pete did the wedding planners?
No.
He did like a wedding. He was a celebrity guest on planning this straight couple's wedding. And he was purposefully fucking up the whole wedding. He was like, right, we're going to do it like a circus. You're going to have taxidermy things everywhere. She's like, I'm a vegan. I don't fucking care.
I don't fucking care.
We need ashtrays everywhere. It's going to be a circus tent. And then he'd always be threatened. The husband was always threatened by Pete Burns. He'd be like, what the fuck are you looking at? And he'd be like, he showed them this venue and it was like really antique-y. And the husband is like, it's very old. And Pete goes, what? Me? You should be so fucking lucky.
I laugh. It's just literally like the epitome of unfiltered. Unfiltered chaos, poetry, and clapbacks. Boy George.
Hats.
Lily Savage.
Cigarettes.
Another one.
I get compared to Lily Savage a lot.
Do you?
Yes, when I do stand-up comedy, I think we have a similar humour.
Cadence.
It's probably because I got a slight twang of Scouse.
You do?
I have a Liverpudlianness about me.
I love
And
that.
I talk a lot about smoking and, oh, fuck off kind
Yes.
of thing. So I think people compare me a lot to Lily.
I can see that. I can see the cadence being similar. Paloma Faith.
Ginger.
Just be Annie Lennox.
Angels.
Mm.
I see angels.
Do you like to walk on broken glass?
No, but I would for Annie Lennox.
Robert Smith.
Who?
Marge Simpson.
Cigarettes. Just the sisters. It's because I've not had one in about 2 hours.
Trixie Mattel.
Bald.
RuPaul.
Bald.
Now, I know that you are a lover of sounds.
I am a lover of sound.
I'm a lover of sounds, too.
What is your favourite sound?
I would have to say that my favorite sound is an acoustic guitar. An acoustic guitar strumming
Mm-hmm.
and the bass of it beating and booming like rhythm to our brains. What's your favorite sound?
My favourite sound is the sound of the first drag of a cigarette. That crispy ash sound. And then the...
Like weed?
No, I don't.
You're not a weedie?
No, I'm not a downer. I
No?
don't like things that make me feel too...
Well, if you smoked a sativa, it's not a downer, it's an upper. It gives you energy.
Oh, really? I
Yes.
didn't know that.
You didn't know
I'm not a
this?
weed connoisseur.
I'm going to get Juno Birch Stone for the first time ever, and I'm going to give her a sativa, and she's going
Yes.
to be dancing on the
I
moon.
will. Well, we did have a lot of gummies on our last tour.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Well, now those can be downers because those are usually indica.
Well,
or
we
a
used
high
them to sleep on the tour bus.
Exactly, yes.
And there was one time we were going through the border of Canada, and we were all a bit stoned. And we were answering the questions at the customs thing, and it was all getting a bit messy. And I had my dancers with me. And, oh, wait, I shouldn't tell this story, actually, because it's probably not.
No, tell it. The Transvestigation Unit.
He
the
was
Kelly
like, are you
Mantle
paying
Show.
these boys? I was like, oh, they wish. Phil's giving me the look in the other room.
I just know that when we would do these stop-offs in countries where we had to cross the border, they were always so worried about me because one of the things you had to do was go up to the agent and give your passport, and then they would say, where are you coming from? And I never knew where I was on tour.
Well, it's usually like 3 a.m., isn't it?
And it was usually like 3 a.m., so I'm fully like mask on, like a whole like towel wrapped around my head.
I've seen
very
you.
Joan Crawford.
I've seen you in your casual wear. You are very fabulous.
Yes.
You're like me. You love a caftan and a
Girl,
towel on the head.
We have a moment when we don't have all the glam on. And so they would ask me, where are you traveling from? And I'd say, Mississippi. And we'd be in like Czechoslovakia or something. And I'm like, I don't know where we are. And so they would always try to detain me to ask me more questions and everything.
I was so scared to get detained when I come on this tour.
No.
Because my passport says female and my visa says male.
Oh,
So I
God.
was so scared of the discrepancy. But my visa used to say female, but this new law, they had to put my sex at birth.
So they had to do it to your visa, but not your...
Yes, well, they can't touch my passport because that's a UK document.
Right.
But because it's female in the UK, male in America, it just
ridiculous.
is. It's so weird. And I nearly didn't go on tour because I was that scared.
Really?
But
have you had any issues with it? Has
not
anyone,
one
brought it up?
single
Not
issue.
one single
It
issue.
was all just horror stories
Yeah.
of trans people being detained, and I mean it still is happening, but I was just lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think as well I have a lot of legal representation, so I don't need to worry when I do like a next tour or
Exactly,
anything
yeah.
like that. But when I came into the airport and and I passed customs. We were in the queue for about an hour and a half. And I finally passed, the doors opened. He was like, go right in.
Mm-hmm.
I just bawled my eyes out crying because it was such a build-up of like fear of whether I'm going to get detained or sent straight back or anything like that. And I've never had to worry about that before.
No.
But honestly, doing all these shows on this tour and seeing all the trans people that come out to my shows and the laughter and everything makes that journey so worth it.
You know, I say it all the time. We just keep living. We keep doing our thing and thriving because that is what they're going to see. I have a lot of people that I'm still connected with on Facebook, of all places, from Oklahoma that I either grew up with or went to school with or whatever. And a lot of them are red state Republican Trump supporters. And initially I thought, well, of course I'm going to block them. I don't want them anywhere near me. But then I thought, no, you know what? I'm not going to block them. Not that it's my job to educate them, and I never would.
Yeah.
But what I am going to do is keep living and thriving and being.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue living and being and existing, whether you like it or not.
Yes.
And
trans
so I
people
chose
have always,
to keep them on, just so they would see.
Trans people have always been here, and we always will.
Always will.
Yes.
Even in outer space.
Even in outer space. Transylvania.
Trans power, honey.
Trans power. Let's have a trans hug.
So I thought we would play a game called What Would That Sound Like with Juno Birch. And we have our fabulous, wonderful, gorgeous, sexy producer and director, John Mark, here to ask us the questions. And we will answer them coherently and incoherently. It's up to you.
Where is the producer?
He's underneath my legs. Yes, that's happening. And go.
What does freedom sound like?
Okay, John Mark's voice threw me off a little bit because I've never heard it sound so deep and low and sexy before. So I'm imagining that's what freedom would sound like.
Yes, it was a very sexual freedom.
A very sexual freedom. Next question.
What does mystery sound like?
Maybe.
What does drag sound like? What does love sound like?
That's Jennifer Coolidge playing golf.
What is your favorite Jennifer Coolidge film?
Probably For Your Consideration.
Yes. And she based that on a true character.
Yes.
A manager that she had met that had or producer that she had met that had no idea what the lingo.
My favorite bit in that movie is when she sat on the thing. She sat in this chair.
Yes,
She goes,
the big, in the trailer with the big chair, or the little
I hurt
chair.
my back. I fell over the side of an escalator.
I love Christopher Guest. That's another thing that we need to be in.
Amazing movies.
Next sound.
What does hate sound like?
Meh. Yeah, it's just
J.K.
kind of
Rowling.
You know, exactly. Like nowadays, I hear hate and I just go, okay, well, that's unoriginal. I'm like,
Over the top.
honey, like, be more original. Come up with something better than that, because hate is so easy.
If you're going to be hateful, be funny.
Exactly.
Yes, make us
Tell
laugh
me
with it.
something that I've never, you know, I don't really think that they understand that saying, you're a dude, honey, it has no effect on us anymore.
I know. We're
It's
not
like,
that delusional that we
no.
don't know we were born biologically
it's
male.
like, come
We're
up
not
with
like
something better.
I know.
I know. Because I would applaud them if they actually came up with something that like hurt me or shocked me. Then I'd be like, congratulations, you did that.
I love
But
it.
you're
I love
never
a
doing that.
transphobic joke.
Fuck yeah.
What does makeup sound like?
Oh. For you, yes. For me, it sounds like It's just an explosion,
of powder.
Uncertainty and chaos.
What does outer space sound like?
I'm going to take her word for it because she's actually been there.
What does talent sound like?
Ha!
Acting.
Ha!
Final question.
Vinyl?
Final.
Vinyl.
Is
Vinyl.
is it?
Vinyl question.
Final.
Oh, final.
What?
Finally. Sorry.
Finally,
What?
it's happened.
What does Juno's private parts sound like?
Oh.
My vagina sounds like a twink swinging on a barn door. Yes.
Yes, God, Mama.
I have just realized.
Yes, ma'am.
You have stolen this from the Trixie Motel.
Is that where that's from?
Yes, this is stolen from my room at the Trixie Motel.
Is that where, was that in your room? I wondered why it
Yes.
smelled so funny.
It smelled like fresh tilapia.
It smelled like fresh tilapia. It smelled like my grandmother's attic. And it's wonderful. I love shoving my nose in it and just sniffing it for hours.
Let me have a sniff.
Yes, doesn't it smell good? I was told that those were brought here from the jungles of Cambodia.
They are plastic.
And they are a native plant from Cambodia. They just appear and feel and smell and taste plastic.
These are plastic.
But they are not, kind of like yourself.
They're from China.
Would
with
you
extra
rather
tariffs?
Would you rather have a sagging tit on your forehead or a landing strip of pubic hair on your face?
Oh, a sagging tit from my forehead.
Really?
Yes.
So you want triplets?
Yes. I would be like a beluga whale. I would just flip it over the top and give it a bouffant.
Would you? Would you rather give up internet for the rest of your life or sex?
Internet. I'm a very old-fashioned woman.
You are. And I love, love, love your fiance, Philly.
Thank you.
A
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful singer-songwriter, folk singer-songwriter, guitar player. Go check out his music. It's absolutely lovely.
He
And
is
I
very
love that you
talented.
announced your engagement with your beautiful engagement ring on
It's actually underneath this glove.
your gloves, your manicured gloves,
Yes.
your signature manicured gloves. That's how you announced
He
your engagement.
proposed to me in September.
Love that.
And it was so lovely. It was so unexpected as well. Because I always tease him. He'd say, are we going to get married someday? And I'll say, well, if you won't know until you propose. I like to give them the fear of whether I say no or not. If you're willing to risk being turned down at a
Yes.
proposal, then that means that you really will risk.
Well, and you are very unpredictable, so you
I
never know what's
know.
going to come out of
I
your mouth.
am.
Or go in it, for all that matters. I love that. Juno Birch, thank you for visiting us here on Earth and gracing us with your presence and enlightening us with your knowledge of what has been and is now and is to come. And I urge you, the viewers and listeners, to go see Juno on tour. She is coming to a city near you called the Probed Tour.
I'll be traveling the rest of Europe and Australia. And it's a stunning show.
Check Juno Birch out live on tour, coming to a city near you, and check her out on her YouTube page. Where can people find you on socials?
Juno Birch on everything.
Juno Birch on everything. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you, my darling.
I absolutely
You
love
have
you.
such a beautiful aura about you. And I
So
just
do you.
I just thrive when I'm in your presence.
You know what? We all thrive when we're in your presence.
Oh, stop it.
I hope there's an ointment for that. Peace be with you.
Peace be with you. Trans rights.
Trans rights. And good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Sleep tight.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
And don't let the bed bugs bite.
That I shall say good night.
Good night.
Till it be morrow. Be sure and go check out the Kelly Mantle Patreon to see more footage with our fabulous guest, Juno Birch, as we play Save a Celebrity. We'll see you over on Patreon. Good night.